Today, we're going to take a look at the brave young revolutionaries for Palestine at York University here in Toronto. And as they set up their encampment yet again at the university at the end of the year, and let's see how that's going for them with Rebel News.
And they're here to set up another occupation, but I can tell you, I've counted less than 30 people. I don't see any of the fencing that we saw last time, and I just wonder how long it's going to last for. And really, if they plan on being overnight campers, what makes them think they'll get away with it this time around, whereas they did not last June? I mean, isn't that the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result? Well, in any event, why don't we wade in to the occupiers and find out what it is that brings them out and what they're trying to accomplish here on the lawns of York University.
So what we've been doing is just going to one end and then wrapping the other end and then cutting it.
Hey guys, can I ask what brings you out here today, ma'am?
I'm quite certain no one's going to want to talk to you, buddy.
Oh, is that right? You're speaking for your colleagues, I take it, or?
Speaking for myself.
Okay, then. Pardon me?
Who are you guys?
I'm David Menzies with Rebel News, sir.
Oh, I'm a real journalist. No, I'm not going to talk to you.
Okay, then.
No, I've been a journalist for years. No,
Are you
I have no comment.
a staffer here at
No
University?
comment. I'm not going to tell you anything.
Well, you said you were a journalist for many years.
Now it's over.
Okay.
Now it's over. You understand?
Which organization did you write for?
Over. Fuck.
That's not very nice.
I'm not listening to you.
Okay. Well, you don't have to if you want to skedaddle. That's
Go away.
well. I think we're in a public space, aren't we?
Yes, but I don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
So go away.
But you said you were a journalist with which organization, sir?
Guess what? Goodbye.
All right then. Well, there he goes. I think he's a member of Hex Angels.
Be hilarious if we just followed him around the whole time.
Okay then. How about yourself, sir? I'm reading your shirt. My heroes have always killed cowboys. What does that mean?
No comment, man.
No comment? No. Can I ask what brings you out to this?
It's all right. Just ignore him. It's good, guys.
No, just it's so distracting.
Apparently, I'm distracting. They're hanging up some kind of banner. It says Palestine or something like that. Hi there, ma'am. What brings you out to this?
That's a big round of off for you.
Oh, is that right? That's not very ladylike. Oh my goodness.
Here, look. F off.
Okay. You too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, if you're having a demonstration, don't you want to enunciate what you're demonstrating about?
Yeah, but we want to report it accurately, and you guys don't ever do that.
Oh, I thought you didn't want to talk to me, sir.
But you're
Okay.
pissing me
It's all
off.
right.
Then why are you interrupting?
Engage with them.
What's
It's
that?
lose-lose.
Okay, then. Hey, how about yourself, sir? What brings you out to this demonstration?
No comment?
Okay.
No comment?
All right. then.
No comment.
Is that it? Is there anyone in your group that would like to make a comment?
No comment?
Okay. Have you been told to say that, sir?
No comment?
Okay. I like this guy. He looks like a character, but he won't talk to me. He won't engage in conversation. We'll carry on. What is everybody doing here anyways? It looks like a card game. No comment. I thought so.
Pretty.
Hey there, guys. What brings you out here today?
I don't think anybody's talking to you.
Oh, is that right? Isn't that the idea of a demonstration to, voice your opinion, sir? Are you faculty here or just a long-term student?
Yeah, I don't know. This looks like the old age club of like the Palestine supporters. I think they put all the older and more docile members of their crew over here.
He's old. That's for sure. Anyways, can anyone say how long this encampment's going to last for? I think it only lasted a few hours last year, right? They're very busy. Hello, sir. How about yourself? Can you say what you're here for? One thing you notice is a disproportionate number of people wearing masks. So it's either they didn't get the memo that COVID's been over for years, or maybe they're early adopters of, I don't know, avian flu preparation, but nobody wants to speak to us. Why is that?
Rightfully so. Yeah,
Uh-oh.
we're not new, but in a way we are new.
You're like
We're like,
restarting or
yeah, Phoenix, yeah, something like that.
rising from the
Here, comrades, yeah.
Hey, how you doing, sir? What brings you out to this encampment?
I'm a communist. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Would you say that most people here identify as Marxists or Islamists or both?
I think most people actually don't want to talk to you, myself included. So you could take this conversation somewhere else, but
But I'm just trying to understand why you'd be a communist in a country
if
like
you didn't
Canada.
Understand, I actually don't want to talk to you,
Okay.
but you can take it to anywhere else on campus where there's tons of students to chat with. That's actually why I'm here today, to talk to young people about the cost of living and to talk
Okay.
about the imperialist war that our government is propping up.
Oh.
And so for us, we're fighting back against imperialism, we're fighting back against capitalism, but we don't want to talk to you about it.
And,
I
and
know
communism would be the answer.
we don't want to talk to you about it, sir, because we
How
know
is-
that we're not trying to convince you. We're trying to convince actually the hundreds of thousands of students in this country
Okay.
who understand that we need a revolutionary solution to the crisis of capitalism.
Okay.
So thank you for the conversation.
Can you and educate me, sir? Where has communism worked?
I actually don't want to talk to you.
Venezuela,
don't
North
wanna talk-
Korea, Cuba.
That's great. That's great.
Yep.
You guys are doing great work.
Well, thank
You're
you.
doing fantastic
I
work.
appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Very impressive work that you guys are doing.
Oh, okay.
Are you funded by like the Koch brothers or like Turning Point USA or
No, man, we're crowdfunded. Who's funding this, by the way?
no one? You think we have a budget?
Oh, I'm sure you have a budget. You have all these flags. You have all this literature. Who's paying for this?
Rebel media, this is like the trap that they try to get activists in. Obviously, our task is to find the students on this campus that know they want to organize against imperialism in this country, to find the students that are ready to organize for it. Let's not get distracted with this tomfoolery.
So is the hope to have a revolution, sir?
And try to instigate the left. They're a thing of the past, to be honest.
Sir, what subject do you take on campus?
Yeah, I hope that you publish that.
Sure.
How everyone's trying to act busy while there's like going around here.
How about yourself, ladies? Can you tell me why you're here?
No, thank you.
No? Okay, then.
Grab stickers, put them out. We have literature.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
They're giving out free Palestine stickers. Christmas in June.
Yeah, so that's just a taste of what you're going to see at campuses. You know, if you're at this university, I feel sorry for you that you have to walk past this every day taking your summer courses. But again, we see here that this entire movement is basically like a mishmash of anything anti-democracy, anti-Western, anti-capitalist, and just a fringe of tagalongs that they can enlist to join their cause and I guess get some free food on their way while they're there. Universities tend to have, like dozens of clubs and causes that they, sort of voice and have flyers and pamphlets all around. And as you can tell, the loudest are the pro-Palestinian ones. This specific group seems a little bit more docile. Like I mentioned, it's like much more older people. It seems maybe like one or two professors there. And compared to the ones who are blocking roads and causing traffic jams and vandalizing buildings and tearing down hostage posters. So I think this group was definitely much more tame from what I've seen. Maybe they sort of got the message last year when all the encampments were shut down. And again, I think the thing that sticks out the most here is that there's no real dialogue. These are individuals who are basically swept away with some vision of how to perfect the world. I don't think they've got past stage one. They have the vision, and they know that whatever is here currently has to be dismantled, but they haven't figured out what to do next. And I think that's their biggest problem. They haven't taken lessons from history that socialism has not worked anywhere. And I think the major flaw is that, should they, God forbid, one day take down capitalism, what are they going to do after that? I think it's going to be, not as organized as Stalin or any of his buddies had it. I think it should be just cannibalistic anarchism. So that's basically their plan, it seems. And as always, Rebel News seems to capture perfectly what kind of individuals and low lives we need to deal with. And I keep saying this, it seems like an unfair fight. The Jewish people and our allies are, clearly outnumbered in this battle. That they have the echo chamber of hate that just keeps reverberating the same lies until it becomes truth. And I think it's a hidden blessing that we're outnumbered by this type of caliber people, these lower intelligence, lower intelligent life forms. And if you look out throughout history, we've always overcome the wrath of the mob and the multitudes and these giant armies, and we have survived. And as God tells Gideon in the book of Judges, all I need is 300 people to get the job done and for you to overcome this challenge. If God is with you, you always have the upper hand. So I think that's a very important lesson to take, especially when you might get overwhelmed sometimes looking at how many people are against us. So you're here with Jewish Uncensored. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and also consider supporting us at buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. I'm Israel Chai.